let's unpack this. Have you ever felt that constant, almost imperceptible hum of thoughts in your head?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the obvious racket of a busy street or, your phone buzzing all the time.
Right.
It's that invisible noise, this relentless mental chatter that just keeps looping.
Yeah, the internal stuff.
Maybe it's worrying about tomorrow, painting this picture of future anxieties,
Yeah.
or it's endlessly replaying yesterday's regrets, stuck in the past.
Absolutely.
And even when things are going well, when you've had some success, there can still be this quiet, nagging unease, like a fan that you can't switch off. It
Yeah.
just stops you from really resting.
It's a really common experience, that background hum.
It is. So today we're taking a deep dive into a really serene, soulful story. It's from a source called The River of Silence, A Journey to Inner Peace.
Sounds intriguing.
It really is. And it reads less like a dry account and more like a personal memoir. It offers some profound, almost ancient insights into that very human struggle with our internal, noise.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is that this journey isn't primarily about escaping external chaos, although, that can play a part.
Right.
It's fundamentally about confronting and ultimately transforming that internal noise. So our mission for this deep dive is really to follow the path of the story's protagonist, Arun.
Okay.
And we want to extract those key nuggets, the insights that can help you, the listener, find that quiet pulse beneath your own daily chaos. And maybe shift your understanding of how the mind's inner volume dictates your whole experience of the world.
Like turning down the inner volume control.
Exactly. Think of it as, well, a path towards a more peaceful, maybe more clear state of being.
So Arun's story,
Yeah.
it starts in a way that I think will resonate with a lot of people. He spent years, most of his life actually, chasing noise.
Mm-hmm.
But the source is clear. This isn't the kind of noise you can just block out with headphones.
No.
It was the invisible noise of thoughts. Like constant mental chatter, just looping, planning, judging, remembering, predicting, often sort of outside his control.
That default mode, right? Just running constantly.
Exactly. And it denied him any real rest. It wasn't just fleeting. It was this deep pattern that painted his future with worry, his past with regret.
Even with success.
Yeah, even when he achieved something outwardly, there was always that quiet unease humming away. That internal fan just wouldn't switch off. Can you imagine how exhausting that must be? Constantly battling yourself inside.
It sounds draining. Utterly draining.
So the story tells us this reached a breaking point. Arun became just exhausted from the weight of invisible battles. He couldn't carry it anymore.
Understandable.
So one evening, driven by this, I guess, deep longing for some kind of relief, he just wandered, left the city, left the familiar behind him.
Just walked away.
Yeah, followed a narrow path into the hills. It's such a literal, but also really symbolic departure from his usual life, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's like the inner weight just pushed him outwards, seeking something different. And that physical journey, stepping into a quiet, natural space, that's often such a crucial first step for any kind of internal exploration.
Right, you need that external shift sometime.
You do. The source describes these forests where light fell gently like soft rain on leaves. It paints this immediate, visceral contrast to the turmoil Arun was feeling inside.
It's beautiful imagery.
It is. And moving into that kind of serene, undemanding environment, it's not just a change of scenery. It's a profound shift. It prepares the mind for that deeper work. It's like shedding layers of distraction so you can finally start to see what's underneath.
Creating space.
Exactly, creating that fertile ground for something new to happen.
Okay, so this path leads him somewhere specific. An old hermitage beside a slow-moving river. I mean, what a perfect image, right? Ancient quiet next to gentle, constant movement.
It really sets the scene.
And there he meets the hermit, described as a frail woman with eyes that held the calm of 1,000 dawns.
Wow.
Yeah, that phrase just, it gives you chills, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It speaks volumes about her presence, her wisdom.
A deep, deep stillness.
But what's truly profound and what really struck Arun was how she welcomed him. With silence, not questions.
Ah, that's interesting.
No interrogation, no why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
No need for him to justify himself or his obvious suffering. Just open, non-judgmental acceptance.
And if we think about that in the broader context, her silence is immediately creating this space for introspection. It's such a stark contrast to Erwin's constant internal noise.
Totally.
He's been living with this chatter, this need to explain, analyze, plan, and suddenly he's met with pure stillness. This nonverbal, non-demanding welcome is critical. It doesn't pressure him.
Right. No performance needed.
Exactly. No need to perform, explain, or justify, which is often what fuels our own internal dialogue, isn't it? Her silence simply is, and it invites him to simply be. It allows that space for inner quiet to actually start emerging naturally rather than being forced.
So that first night there sounds like it was truly transformative for him. He lay awake, but it wasn't his usual restless worry. Instead, the source says it was beneath an open sky. The stars uncountable, their light cool and ancient. Imagine that. The vastness, the quiet, the perspective shift.
Puts things in perspective.
It really does. And the source emphasizes this profound shift. For the first time, there was no urgency to fix anything, just the quiet breathing of the earth.
No urgency to fix. That's powerful.
Isn't it? For someone constantly battling his mind, that suggests a huge letting go, a surrender to the moment he probably hadn't felt before, maybe ever.
The first sign of the noise receding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the next morning, the hermit gives him this crucial instruction. She guides him to the river and just says, sit,
Okay.
but do not close your eyes to escape. Keep
Yeah.
them open. See the world as it is.
So not closing off, but observing.
Exactly. It's not about avoidance. It's this radical call for mindful observation, for facing reality, whatever it is, without turning away.
And how did that go initially?
Well, initially, his mind resisted. Of course, right?
Yeah.
As he sat there, his thoughts still swirled like fallen leaves in a storm. Memories, arguments, longings, fears.
The usual suspects.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It just shows that even in a peaceful setting, the internal noise doesn't just evaporate instantly. Our minds are creatures of habit.
Which raises a really important question for us, doesn't it? How often do we, when we're faced with overwhelming thoughts, try to force quiet or just shut down our minds?
All the time, probably.
Yeah, instead of just observing the noise without judging it. This story suggests a very different path. Arun wasn't told to stop thinking.
No.
He was told to keep his eyes open, to see, to witness the activity of his mind without getting tangled up in it. Psychologists sometimes call this cognitive diffusion.
Creating distance.
Exactly. Changing the relationship to the thoughts, seeing them as just events in the mind, like clouds passing, not identifying with them, not trying to obliterate them. The hermit's instruction is about acceptance and witnessing, not control.
Right. And slowly, patiently, as he sat there, he started to notice something else entirely. He began paying attention to the sound of the river.
Okay.
And what he observed about the river is absolutely key here. It says, it didn't fight its path, nor did it rush where it wasn't meant to go. It simply moved effortless, unresisting, yet always arriving.
That's a beautiful description.
Isn't it? The river isn't battling things. It just flows around them, over them, through them. It's not trying to rush. It moves at its own pace.
But it always gets there.
Always arrives, inevitably. Without all that effort and struggle, imagine really internalizing that image, that feeling.
And this provides such a powerful, tangible model for how we might approach our own thoughts, our own experiences. The river's quality is effortless, unresisting, and that's a profound metaphor for non-attachment and acceptance.
Non-attachment meaning...
Well, not indifference. It means observing your inner world, thoughts, emotions, sensations, without judgment, without that compulsive need to change them, letting them flow like the river.
Not trying to dam them up.
Exactly, or redirect them, or force them onto a different course. It teaches that there's a way to be in motion, to engage with life, but without that constant internal struggle Arun knew so well.
And it affected him physically, too.
Oh, definitely. The source mentions the physical shift. Hours passed like minutes. His breath deepened. His body grew light, as though the earth itself was carrying him. This isn't just mental. It's a deeply embodied experience. Release. Presence.
Like his whole nervous system just calmed down.
Precisely. And here's where it gets really interesting. The core insight, what the source calls the blooming realization.
Okay, what was it?
Somewhere in that stillness, a realization bloomed peace wasn't something to find. It was what remained when nothing more was asked of the world.
Wow. Okay, let that sink in. Peace wasn't something to find.
Right. It's what remained.
When nothing more was asked of the world, that flips our usual understanding completely on its head.
It truly is a paradigm shift, isn't it? It completely redefined how we usually think about peace. It's not some external achievement, not a quest to get something new, like finding hidden treasure.
No.
Instead, it's presented as inherent, a residual quality that just emerges when we stop demanding, grasping, imposing our expectations on everything around us.
So for someone dealing with daily stress, a tough job, family stuff, asking nothing more, what does that actually mean? Does it mean giving up?
That's a great question. No, it's not about passive resignation or ignoring responsibilities. It's more about releasing the internal tension that comes from insisting that things should be different right now.
Ah, okay. The internal insistence.
Exactly. It's about subtraction, not addition. It suggests peace is our natural baseline, just waiting underneath, ready to be uncovered once we let go of the constant wanting or fixing that fuels the mental noise.
That's a really crucial distinction.
Yeah.
So you can still be preparing for, say, a big presentation you're worried about.
Absolutely. You can still prepare diligently, set your intentions, engage fully, but you do it without the internal agitation, the voice saying, this must go perfectly, or else, or I shouldn't be feeling nervous.
Letting go of the resistance to what is.
Precisely. Even if what is includes feeling nervous or facing a challenge, the doing can remain, but the internal battle stops. It lets you engage with a clear mind, not a cluttered one.
Got it. And the immediate impact of this realization on Aaron was just incredible. When he finally stood up, the forest, the river, even the air felt alive in a way he had never experienced.
A shift in perception.
Totally. Nothing had changed, and yet everything had. It highlights that the transformation was entirely internal. The outside world was the same, but his relationship to it had fundamentally shifted.
And the noise.
The invisible noise that had haunted him, gone. Not because it was forced out, but because he just didn't cling to it anymore. He wasn't fueling it with resistance or that need to control. He'd stopped giving it power.
So let go.
He let go. And eventually, Arun returned to the city. This is so important. The story isn't about escaping life to find peace.
No, it's about integration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Integrating that stillness into life. The source says, the river's silence stayed within him, a quiet pulse beneath the chaos.
Wow.
He still worked, loved, laughed, failed, tried again. He re-engaged with the whole spectrum of human experience. He didn't escape the city's noise.
But he carried the silence within him.
Yes, an unbroken thread of stillness, that inner river flowing through it all. It allowed him to navigate the ups and downs with this profound inner calm he'd never had before.
That's the real transformation.
It is. And this leads us to that powerful final takeaway, the enduring principle, a reminder that the world outside is only ever as loud as the mind within.
That really lands, doesn't it?
It does. So
Yeah.
what does this all mean for us? For you, the listener, navigating your own, probably quite busy world.
Yeah, the practical application.
Arun's deep dive by the River of Silence teaches us that true peace isn't really about escaping the world or even stopping our thoughts entirely. It's more about shifting our relationship to them, recognizing that peace is maybe actually our default state, available when we stop asking so much of everything around us and just learn to observe without judgment, cultivating that inner river that flows effortlessly no matter the rapids.
And looking at the bigger picture, this deep dive really reminds us of the profound power of observation. Just seeing the world as it is, like the hermit said,
Right.
rather than seeing it through that constant swirling, sometimes distorting filter of our mental chatter. Like the river, we can learn to flow unresisting, carrying that quiet pulse within us, even in our bustling cities, our demanding jobs, the endless stream of information.
Finding that stillness that isn't dependent on things outside.
Exactly. It resides within your own perception.
Imagine carrying that unbroken thread of stillness, that inner river of silence, through your own work, your relationships, your daily challenges. What would that feel like for you? To not be constantly battling that invisible noise, but to have this quiet, steady pulse guiding you through every moment, no matter how chaotic things seem outside.
It's a compelling vision. So think about this for a moment. If the world outside is only ever as loud as the mind within, what's maybe one small, immediate way you might consciously adjust the volume of your inner world today?
Just one small way.
Yeah. What would remain for you right now in this very moment if you simply asked nothing more of the world? Maybe just for the next 60 seconds, what would be left?